Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So, as you guys have been seeing in the previous video, I've been hauling quite a bit of scrap. So, I was hauling bus with the scrapyard, with the school bus, as you guys have seen in the previous videos. But the school bus broke down on me. So, what's next, instead of worrying about fixing the school bus, is to get a dumpster in. So, the dumpster's a lot cheaper than loading it up on my gooseneck, tearing up my gooseneck, or having flat tires or stuff like that. The only reason I hauled with my school bus is because I was trying to make some of my money back and figure it'd be good YouTube content for you guys. But before we get any farther into the video, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys. And today it's coming out of Isaiah chapter 41, verses 1 through 7. And it says, "Be silent before me, islands, and let people renew their strength. Let them approach, then let them testify. Let us come together for the trial. Who has stirred him up from the east? He calls righteousness to his feet. The Lord hands nations over to him, and he subdues kings. He makes them like dust with his sword, like wind-driven stubble with his bow. He pursues them, going on safely, hard touching the path with his feet. Who has performed and done this, calling the generations from the beginning. I, the Lord, am the first, and with the last I am he. The islands see and are afraid. The ends of the earth tremble. They approach and arrive. Each one helps the other and says to another, take courage. The craftsman encourages the metal worker. The one who flattens with the hammer supports the one who strikes the anvil. Saying of the soldering, it is good. He fastens it with nails so that it will not fall over. So there's today's Bible verse for you guys. I'm going to keep cranking them out just because I know y'all love them. So I definitely love them as well. Can't beat good scripture. And just scripture lightens up your day. So yeah, so like I was saying, I've been hauling a lot of scrap. And since the school bus broke down, a lot cheaper to just get a dumpster and fill up a dumpster and go that route. And then I ain't got to worry about the wear and tear, the flat tires, the damage on all my equipment and stuff. It's all happening in this dumpster. So as you guys can see, it's empty for the most part. I threw some junk in there so far, but that's besides the point. I got a lot more junk to throw in there. So the bus hauled about all the little stuff I had. So mainly what I'm down to now is rear ends and big heavy stuff. So right here on the back is the Oliver 88 that I gotta get out of here now and throw in the dumpster, and then a 7040 rear end and transmission, and then two D15 rear ends and stuff that need to get out of my school bus and get thrown in the dumpster. And then I do plan on just chopping the bus to the floor and throwing all that stuff in the dumpster as well. Just because I want to haul hay with that thing before I completely destroy it, just because it still runs and drives. It just ain't too good. And then I still have the roof top of the bus that I need to cut in half and throw in the dumpster, and just some little stuff that I've been thrown on here, this B here, and then this Massey 1100. I want to get the rear end off and throw it in the dumpster, keep the motor and stuff for now. So just because those motors are highly sought after by tractor pullers, so I want to keep that around, or at least put it on a puller page and let someone have it instead of taking it to the junk. But yeah, I've been cleaning up around here, around the garage and whatnot. Pulled a couple trees out and whatnot. Just trying to clean this place up. So got to clean all of this stuff up right in here, and you might be seeing some videos on my old white truck. I haven't said anything about that truck on the channel, so if you guys are into truck stuff, I guess make sure to stay tuned to the channel, because there might be some goodies coming along on my old white truck, and I'll tell you more about that white truck once I get to working on it. I plan on making a few phone calls probably here today and getting some parts coming for it. I already have some parts on the way, but hope to get that old girl back on the road because I love that thing. But here's the 8050 rear end that I'm going to take as well. I got the draft arms off this morning. I'm going to take these lower lift arms off, and then I got the transmission dipstick tube and dipstick off and the rest is just gonna venture on to the scrap yard because I don't care to look at it, or do I want to look at it? Just more big and heavy stuff that needs to just get out of here. So coming out here now to the barn, I'm cleaned up quite a bit, so there really ain't, or I have cleaned up quite a bit, so there ain't too much out here that needs to go. But I'd like to see a lot of this stuff go. So yeah, if you guys see anything on the channel that you are interested in, feel free to reach out to me. Everything's always for sale for the right price. Some things are pretty stupid on price, not just because I don't want to get rid of it, but if someone wants to bring me a stupid offer, then why not get rid of it? So here's a couple engine blocks I haven't decided if I'm going to take or not. I've wanted to tear that tractor down and send it on its way, but that probably won't be this dumpster load, because I'd also like to get this 7580 tore down and out of here as well. But I don't know if that'll be this dumpster load or not. Hopefully, maybe at least the rear end anyways. Throw it on this dumpster load. But got a 190 over here that needs to go on this dumpster load. And then this 7020 rear end needs to go in this dumpster load, because that thing's ugly and it needs to get out of here. I'm trying to clean the place up like I've mentioned in the previous videos. So there's some stuff here. I'm not sure if it's going to go. I'll go through it and see what I want to go and not to go. Been cleaning up behind the barn, but none of that stuff needs to go. And been cleaning in the barn as well, as you guys have probably seen or will see. And this Series 40 17. Oh, it's gonna get parted out. But there's some stuff in this pile as well. These 8050 axles and stuff are gonna go, and some other miscellaneous junk. This will stay. John Deere 855. I might throw the frame in, but the rest will stay. And yeah, that's about it. Then yeah, just clean up, selling a bunch, and hauling a bunch to the scrap yard. So place is getting super clean. Still got some tires and whatnot that I'd like to get picked up. Someone can have them all for free for all I care. 8050 fuel tank, but it's got a hole in it sadly, so it'll get pitched probably. But these engine blocks and whatnot will be taken to an auction just because they're good blocks. So I'm sure they'll bring scrap price, if not more, at the auction. And then there's just some stuff in this bucket here that needs to go in the dumpster, and we should be getting pretty cleaned up around here. So I guess what I'm gonna do now is probably set you guys on the tripod. I need to get that D17 off of my telehandler so I can start lifting stuff out of the school bus and putting it in the dumpster. So guess I'll set you guys on the tripod now and get to work. Seen in the time lapse, I got the 4 rear ends out of the bus finally. So now let me go up to the front here and climb on in there and try not to hit my head this time. I wish this bus would just made it to the scrapyard. Made my life a whole lot easier, but there's still a lot of little stuff, little nasty stuff that just needs swept up and thrown in the dumpster. And I figured out why these are so sturdy, because there's a actual wheel well in there, so no wonder it's sturdy. But that's that. The hornet's nest was in the 7040 rear end. If you guys have been following along on these scrap videos, you knew there was a hornet's nest that I couldn't find, and it is in the 7040 rear end, because I found it again. But it was a pain in the butt to get it all out of there. I wish I would just videoed it for you guys and not threw you on the time-lapse mode, because it was fun. Telehandler was on 2 wheels like the whole time. But we got it all put in the dumpster over here, and it's not wanting to go in there too hot. So let me climb up here. Oh, So the D15 rear ends are small enough to fit in there pretty well, but that 7040 rear end, as you can tell, hitting the side and still got a lot of space underneath it, so bummer. And then this definitely ain't gonna fit in there too hot. I guess I should have put it in first. Yeah, I should have put the Oliver 88 in there first. That would have been smart. Oops, live and you learn. I ain't pulling it back out of there. That was too much work. Cause yeah, that was loud too, very loud. Glad you guys couldn't hear that. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and throw this B in there probably. Well, I put it on Marketplace to try to get rid of it. Maybe I'll set it aside for now. Throw all the other stuff in there. And then throw that 8050 rear end and rear axles in there. And then, yeah, then cut that top off and throw it in last. So I guess I'll set you guys back on the tripod now and get some more stuff loaded. Got the 8050 parts in the dumpster here. The steering column assembly thing. There's the 8050 rear end. And then a few other pieces in here as well. And now I think it is time to come over here. I brought a tractor up. I think it's time to tear this thing down, get all the parts I want off of it, and throw the rest of this in the dumpster. So guess what I'm gonna do now, set you guys on the tripod and get the parts off that I want. We go. We got the 444 International Diesel tore down as far as I want to. I was going to take the lift arms off, but they're all froze on. Not worth my time to grab. Yeah, the rest is history. And then I brought the B on over here as well, and I got the steering column off, and then the rear centers had weights on the inside, so I wanted to take them off, and I needed to take that tire off on the other side anyways. Got the front tires off and the governor out of there, and the radiator as well, but that'll go to the junk too. Here's all the 444 parts, and then the injection pump and stuff over here. So guess what I need to do now is set them in my dumpster and get started on the next project. The dumpster's getting full. Ain't gonna be able to fit too much in there. Thinking about putting them two tractors on the back. Hopefully they stuck in there decent, better than what I have done so far, because I ain't doing too well on stacking this load. So here we are. Throw them in the back right here. See what I can't figure out. So I'll set you guys on a tripod and get them in there. not doing too hot on loading this dumpster. Normally I do pretty good, but I think we're fine on hanging up that far. Should all ride pretty decent, but there ain't too much more room. If I could have organized it a little bit better, I could have got more in here. Like we got some room over here in this corner and some little rooms here and there, but nothing for no more big pieces. So guess I'll grab a few more things to get out of here, and then might have it picked up tomorrow. So yes, I might get to work on the school bus, try to chop some more of it up, and then try to get this rear end off of here and throw it in there. I'm not sure how it comes apart. There's probably some bolts somewhere that makes it come apart, so try to get that apart, and then I can stuff it on one of the sides and go from there. So guess I'm gonna set you guys down for now, see what I can't get grouped up, and then pick you guys back up. Got the dumpster full, as you guys seen. It left, and they told me it weighed about 24,000 pounds, so a lot lighter than the previous dumpster, but I didn't want to have to buy a winch cable or anything. I did go ahead and tear that Massey apart and threw the rear end in, got it gone. So got a lot of junk out, and I got another dumpster arrived. So it's getting full. I'm cleaning up the place here quite a bit. So yeah, I guess if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to stay tuned for an upcoming video of another dumpster getting loaded, and more hay content should be coming out very soon. So yeah, I guess just stay tuned to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, so then you can stay tuned for all my videos. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button for me, and I guess I got a lot of good videos coming out, so make sure to stay tuned, and I guess I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.